Hi.
Hi, let me change me.
I signed in before and it was recording.
Yeah, how do we turn that off for now?
I don't know
We
because
don't need it recording at the beginning. I used to be able to turn that off and then turn it back on. But anyway, here.
I don't know if that's done
Yeah, I don't-
before.
Yeah, I tried clicking on it and all. There's no way to stop.
I'm not going to do Hine Matov. I'm going to do Matovu. It says Hine Matovu and then it says, please turn to 8 at the top and join in for Matovu.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so you're just going to do Hine.
yeah,
You're just going to do Matovu.
yeah.
Okay. Let me just turn this off.
Ay, ay, ay.
I am wrecked.
Huh?
I am just wrecked.
Okay.
I don't know.
One of those days. I didn't realize this was Frank Wiener's yard site. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so Lily will probably be on.
Lily's in Colorado. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think she'll be on unless she thinks about it. Hey, have you got the list, the Misha Baruch list? Can you
Yes.
tell me who's on there?
Yeah, Jordan, Sherry Bora, Maya Cohn, Taryn Dukes, Beverly Elster.
It's Maya Cohen, Cohen.
Yeah,
Yeah, Maya Cohen. It's my
Taryn
niece.
Dukes, Beverly Elster, Scott Elster, Howard Weiss. What's with Howard?
He was jaundiced and they had to take him to a hospital in Phoenix and he had 2 stents put in his pancreas. He's doing okay.
Oh my.
He just got out of the hospital yesterday. They stayed overnight in Phoenix and then he's going home. I don't know when he has to go back to the doctor, but his birthday's coming up and their anniversary is coming up too. So it's crazy. So who else besides?
Now Laurie Sherwin,
Mm-hmm.
Yaria Bass. Who's Yaria Bass? Do we know?
That's Patricia's granddaughter,
Oh,
older granddaughter. She's like 18 or 19 or something like that. She's having some issues. So
Linda Toborowski.
yeah, she's like my sister.
Yeah, Susan Kine, my cousin, Robin Friedman, and Gina Elster. Oh, 3 Elsters. That's Cheryl Robertson's family. Her mother.
Okay.
Her mother is Beverly. Oh, let's see.
Okay. All right.
Okay, when you read the Yortzeit list, Sylvia Green, mother of Phyllis Weiner of blessed memory.
Oh, I didn't know. Is she passed away?
Phyllis Weiner, a long time ago.
Okay.
And Russell David Krieger, say the son of Melanie Krieger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say James and Melanie.
And then, did Elliot Blumberg pass away?
No.
You sure not? Somebody told me he had. Okay, well, that's good.
Oh, no, he hasn't passed away. His health is not real great, but he's doing okay.
Okay. And Puck's grandmother, she lost her grandfather recently, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, they don't have that. Let me go look at the thing.
Well, it's on the recent, yes, it's on the recent passing.
Oh, I don't have that.
It's at the top. We mourn the recent passing of Rabbi David Kaplan, Paul Lazovic, and Barbara Fagoni.
We'll be right back.
Let me see. See, here, look at this. You want me to send it to you? I can email it to you.
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah,
If you have your phone, I just texted it to you.
well, I've got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I made a PowerPoint of all the readings.
Oh, good.
So hopefully I'll be able to do that correctly.
Yeah. I think I have all of them that we have for tonight. I've got a ton of them.
Right.
Some I found, anyway, some I found, I don't know, somewhere.
Well, two of them we had, Modim we had, and Live Each Day by Rami Shapiro, because we used
Yeah.
to do that. So those two we had. So I've got the PowerPoint, and hopefully they're in order and everybody can read it, and I'll just bring it up as we need it. So I met Bob and Karen up at the synagogue this morning, and I went over with her what she needs to do tomorrow. But I suggested to Stuart that after lunch, I think everybody can clean up. It doesn't take but a few minutes if
Right.
everybody just puts everything away, takes home their stuff and whatever. Do you agree?
I agree. I told Phil, I didn't know if we were gonna stay, but we will. And if everybody takes their own stuff and cleans up their own stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I said, everybody's getting a free lunch. That's the least they could do is just tidy up after. All they have to do is leave all the paper goods and everything on the table. Leave it for next week because I'm going to have to reset everything. So just leave the tablecloth. And actually, I just got now, it arrived, a new tablecloth for the table, a fitted one, which should be nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'll reset everything for next week so the paper goods can stay.
Wow.
Both coffees are decaf. I only made both decaf. So if somebody asks,
Yeah.
that's what they're getting, decaf.
Okay. What time is it?
7:17.
15. She's right here, Phil. I don't know. I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
Come on.
Hey, Phil.
Hello. Come on, Gypsy, come on. Come on.
You know who I've sent messages to and I've never heard back from is Judy Clark.
She's still a member?
I don't know if she is, but she's not even answering my my messages. I know she's living with her daughter in Mansfield.
Right.
They bought a house together. I don't know how they're doing. I think they're okay, but I don't know how Judy is. I've sent,
Are you Facebook friends with her?
yeah.
Has she been active on Facebook?
She hasn't been really active. Renee's posted some stuff.
Send Renee a message on Facebook.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I started to ask Stuart if he heard anything, and I meant to call Teresa today, and I got busy. And
Well, Bob said he was going to be on tonight, so I know he'll be on. I didn't speak to Ruth today. I assume she is.
I didn't. Ruth called me earlier in the week, and I just haven't had a chance to call her back. It's been a little bit on the crazy side. I mean,
Can't relate.
God, I hope we have a minion.
Yeah, I think we will.
Hopefully Puck will be on and Martine.
Well, Lonnie, I don't know if Lonnie will be on because she has a yurt site.
She's not feeling, she's gonna try maybe to come on at maybe 8 o'clock. She was not feeling good yesterday and she's not feeling good today.
Yeah, I could kind of tell. Hi, Martine.
Hello. Okay.
Did you get my email?
Yes, I did.
Oh. For some reason, my phone,
Hey,
all my
Sharon.
emails dropped on my phone, so I had to come in and go on the computer to answer you. It was crazy.
Well, I think it came through as being from your phone.
Yeah, I just sent it. I sent a separate. I
Yeah.
didn't answer yours. I just started a new one from my phone because my phone is more convenient than coming in the office. Hello, Sherwin.
Okay, Cookie, I missed. Who were you saying is not feeling well?
Lonnie wasn't feeling good last night. When she was
Yeah.
on. But I saw her today. She was up at Martin High School for something, wearing a mask. She doesn't have COVID, but
that's
I
what she
wouldn't
said.
let her come in the house. She had to pick up something from me.
Yeah.
I took it out to the car. I wouldn't let her come in.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't even want to get a cold or a flu.
I
You don't want to get
don't.
Yeah.
Anything. How you doing, Sherwin?
Your sound is breaking
Your
up.
sound is breaking up. Yay. There's Ruth. Almost.
Almost. She's working on it. There's her ceiling, I think.
Yeah, and Bob said he'll be on hopefully, so he'll be here.
Six. That'll be 6 of us.
Maybe Steph.
If we get desperate, I'll call Phil in so we can do Kaddish.
Right.
I
Yeah.
want to make sure I say Kaddish for Frank in case Lily's not on.
Do his boys not say Kaddish?
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
I don't know about Jeremy, but I know Jason will.
Yeah.
For sure.
I guess Ruth gave up and is going to try again.
Yeah.
She's been having problems with her setup.
I see her ceiling. I think
Yeah.
that's her ceiling.
She may not have her camera is a separate camera. It's not built into well, she's trying.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
it's
mine's a
Very-
separate camera, but
it's
I've
not
got it,
built into monitor.
yeah, I've got it sitting on top of my monitor, so.
Yeah, mine's built in, which is convenient. I just have to remember to close it all the time. There she is, upside down.
Yeah,
This
And-
thing
There
is
you go.
now she's right side up.
Hi, Ruth. I'm sorry I didn't call you back this week. Things got a little bit crazy, so.
It's okay.
Is my sound working now?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's better.
Time is it? 7:24.
yeah, we've got a few minutes.
Yeah. There is no way to stop the recording, is there? On
I
Friday
used to
night?
be able to stop it and then start it again, but I don't see how you can. There's no other place. I even looked at the bottom.
Yeah, if I hit record on the bottom, it says, ask the host to give you permission to record, but
Let's see. So,
Hmm.
no, I don't see. Oh, what did I do? I locked the meeting. Oh, I don't need to do it.
Hmm. Can you hear me okay with
yeah,
my sound? Okay.
yeah.
That
Bob.
was Bob. Hello, Rob.
And there is Bob, who never bothered to answer me.
I didn't?
No, you didn't.
3 demerits.
No, I'm thinking at least 5.
It must be Karen's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the American way. You blame it on somebody else.
Don't pick
Karen,
up my
you forgot
phone.
to tell me to call Martine. She's so sorry.
She's not the secretary.
And
Can
she
you
will
hear
beat
me?
you with a wet noodle. Will you be around next weekend, next Friday?
No, I'll be in Colorado. Hey, kid, when do we leave for Colorado? Friday or Saturday? Saturday. Yes, I'll be available.
Okay, good.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, yes.
That's weird.
and we could see you from your eyes up.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
having problems. I'm lucky the camera's still on, but if my
Okay,
thing says it's mute and it's not.
no, you're not muted. You're fine.
Hey, Bob, tell Karen, I swear
Hi,
that I
Lori.
put my check in the mail for the sisterhood thing.
Yeah?
And we never got our mail today. It's still sitting in the mailbox. So I don't know what happened. It's never been this late. And
Hey,
Phil
Karen,
puts it
Cookie
out
messed up
first thing in
really,
the
really,
morning.
really bad.
I don't think that's what Cookie said.
What?
He just told Karen that you messed up really, really bad. In no way do I interpret what you said as being
Just
that.
threw Cookie under the bus, that's all.
Yeah.
I love
He'll throw
Karen.
anybody
And I
under the
never
bus.
got my birthday card, Ruth.
I'm not surprised. My nephew, Michael's wife didn't get hers in California either.
Oh, wow.
Everybody
Oh,
else
it's
did.
not just me.
Well, I got a card from my brother today with a check in it from our travels. And so I emailed him and said, okay, your card with the check came today and I've already got it deposited. And he said, how could you do that? Meaning the mail arriving. It takes a week for us to get something that's sent from across the street.
And that's funny because I sent my niece in Kentucky a birthday card. She got it in 4 days.
Yeah, and then when
So,
I sent
weird.
a Hanukkah card to my sister, and I sent it out like the end of November, and she got it the beginning of January.
Bob, did Karen get my check?
Yes.
Thank you.
My dog is yapping in the background. I don't know.
Okay, your dog's yapping quietly because we can't
I
hear.
can't hear him.
Yeah.
Phil's got her in the bedroom. I don't know
Well.
what's going. I don't know.
Oh,
God.
I'm sure when I love your dog.
That's adorable. That's the
Nicely
best
done,
kind,
Sherwin.
Sherwin.
Sherwin had this really cute,
It's
adorable
not- I don't
bobblehead
want
dog.
her barking,
It was really cute.
right? Come on. You want to come say hi to everybody?
Nina, will you be at services next Friday
Yeah.
night?
Come here, girl.
I haven't decided yet,
Ah, okay,
but I'll let you know as soon as I decide.
okay.
Do you have enough people for the?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of parts, so
Oh,
Yeah. All
I've got some backup
Say hi.
people.
okay. Jerry, can you check next Friday night if you have anything?
Say hi.
I asked my husband to check.
Yes. Check your social calendar. Yes, I understand.
Exactly. The 30th.
Can you hear the barking in the bedroom?
Yes.
Martine,
Yes,
So that's lunch.
I'm not going to be there next Friday night.
okay.
my-
But thank
So
you
I'm
for letting me
good.
know, and thank you for giving us a forewarning so we don't start panicking because you're not there.
Up here, up here.
Martine, I'm okay. I
Okay,
can
good,
make it.
thank you.
You're gonna be Moses, Dina.
Your
Oh, I
hair,
don't think so.
your
Yeah.
hair is curly.
Here's everybody. See?
Your hair's curly.
I love your hair, by the way, Janet.
My husband hates it. I have never, ever, ever had curly hair. And now all of a sudden, my hair is curly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hates it. He says it's very messy, but
Oh, well.
yeah.
After seeing you this morning, I was thinking about getting mine curled.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
What
You
Maybe
can
have
hair?
do
it
that.
colored, maybe have a little highlights put in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sherwin and I are gonna go in together, get it on the buddy system to save money.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
He'll go for the bald look and you'll go for the curly look.
Yeah.
So it's 7:32. Do we know if anybody else is joining us? I thought Carol was going to join us. Cookie thought Carol was, but she's disappeared.
I thought my cousin was joining us. She said she was.
Where does she live? Where does she live?
Yeah, she lives in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I mentioned David's Hamburgers there. Great place.
I guess we don't have a minion.
Not yet. No.
Yeah.
Cookie
I'm
would
an
be
optimist.
disappointed.
Yes.
Cockeyed
Some-
optimist.
Had some problems signing in.
You're okay now.
I had to copy and paste the link into another form to get in.
You know, if you just go to Zoom, the invites are always there. Oh, here we go. The invites are always there. So the links are always there.
Oh, there's Brenda.
Oh, we
So
are getting
have-
2 more.
We
Good.
have
Hey.
10.
Yeah, yeah. All
And
right.
Lonnie, we have 10.
We made
Yay. Yay. Lonnie, I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. I also have Colette with me here, so that makes 11.
Good.
Oh, very
Okay.
good.
And
Okay.
she's also sick. We shared germs.
Oh, what kind of sick
Okay,
are
well,
you?
Yeah.
Well, she tested positive for strep. I tested negative, but it could be that mine's a false negative. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so your throat hurts, don't talk.
Yeah.
just
I told
chat.
them I wouldn't let you in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Lonnie,
told us about that.
can my computer get your virus?
Probably.
Hope not. Hope not. Well, now that we have a minion, we're waiting for, well, Brenda's may not do video, but
Yeah.
now that we have a minion, we'll get started. So I wanted to welcome everybody, Shabbat Shalom, and to let
Shabbat
you know
shalom.
that we have a
Bachelor.
almost totally different service tonight. We've taken great pains in introducing a lot of new English readings, a lot of readings from Alden Solovey, who we all seem to enjoy. And we've eliminated some things. So we hope that you enjoy this. And obviously, we'd love some feedback since you're our regulars. So with that, if you'll turn to page 8 in your Siddur, Cookie will lead us in Matovu. And thank you.
Everybody mute except me and Janet. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael.
And now we'll begin the Kabbalat Shabbat service with
Page
Shalom
16.
Aleichem on page 16.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeichem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Why does it say set up professional audio in the audio settings? I just clicked off of that. Sorry, guys.
I don't know where that was from, Cookie.
I don't know either.
Okay. The next reading I have is from Lev Shalem. It's actually, if you have the book, it's on page 95, and it's entitled Pilgrimage. We may understand our days to be a pilgrimage in time, from the 6 days of the work week to the experience of a day of rest, holy time. The generation that left Egypt and wandered in the wilderness never reached their destination, the place of God's rest. But every Friday evening, we have the opportunity to make the journey anew, this time with an openness that will enable us to truly enter the land and come close to the divine. Now, page 22, Cookie will lead us in L'chunei Ranana.
L'chunei Ranana, L'chunei Ranana, L'chunei Ranana, L'Adonai. L'chunei Ranana, L'chunei Ranana, L'chunei Ranana, L'Adonai. Naria, Naria, L'tzur Yishenu, Nikadma Fanav B'todah. Naria, Naria, Latsur Yishenu, Bismi wrote Naria lo. Lechuneranana, 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 Ladonai. Lechuneranana, 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 Ladonai. And now, page 24 for Yismachu. Yismachu Hashamayim. Yismachu Hashamayim. Yismachu Hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam. Umalo. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umalo.
The next reading is called Sowing Light by Alden Sullivan. Light is sown by the righteous, tucked into cracks in the sidewalks, dropped in the grass, breathed into the air, left waiting for others to find. You who are upright in heart, let your deeds declare your love. Let your hands be a source of healing. Let your joy be a fountain of blessing. Rejoice in righteousness and spread holiness throughout your days. Light is sown for you to magnify in service to God. We continue now on page 29. And I'm assuming that everybody has a Siddur. Lori, would you like to read page 29 responsively with Bob?
No. I'm just
I
kidding.
teamed you up.
Who's going first, Bob?
You are.
Okay. Sing a new song unto the Lord, who has done marvelous things, whose holy power has brought deliverance.
The Lord has made known this saving power and has revealed this triumph before the nations.
God lovingly remembers this faithfulness to Israel. The very ends of the earth have witnessed God's deliverance.
Acclaim the Lord, all the earth. Break forth into jubilant singing.
Praise the Lord with the harp and the voice of song.
With trumpets and the sound of shofar, shout praise before our sovereign, the Lord.
Let the sea roar and all within it. Let the world and its inhabitants give praise.
Let the rivers clap hands in gladness. Let the mountains join in song.
For the Lord is coming to judge the world, to rule the nations in righteousness and equity.
And Lori, thanks for letting me feel so loved.
Now if you'll turn to page 35, please. And Martine and Ruth, would you like to read responsively? Martine, you can start.
Okay, ready, Ruth?
Yep.
Okay. Give glory to the Lord on high, whose power we proclaim. Heavenly hosts sanctify the glory of God's name.
God of glory thunders out upon the waters wide. The voice of God resounds aloud across the flowing tide.
Cedars of Lebanon, God's voice breaks. God's power they too know. The voice of God the desert shakes and lays the forest low.
Before the flood, the Lord did rule and will rule evermore, while in the holy temple all God's glory will adore.
The Lord unto our people will give strength and good increase. The Lord will bless our people still with everlasting peace.
Thank you. And if you'll turn to page 38, Cookie will lead us in Lachado.
And, you know, it's the same thing. We're going to do the 2 verses and then turn the page and do the last verse facing the entrance. Lecha, lecha, dodi, likrat, kala, pane, shabbat, nekabela. Lecha, dodi, likrat, kala, pane, shabbat, nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Ishmiyanu elham Echad, Adonai Echad, El Shemo Echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'liti la 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 chadodi likrat kala panei Shabbat nekabela l'cha chadodi likrat kala panei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat l'chuvanelcha. Ki hi makor habracha merosh mekedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshavat la 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 chadodi likrat kala panei Shabbat nekabela l'cha dodi likrat kala panei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise if you're able. Bo'i v'shalom materet bala. Gam b'simcha u'b'tohova toch emunei am segula. Bo'i chala la 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 chadodi likrat kala panei Shabbat nekabela l'cha dodi likrat kala panei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated.
You'll turn to page 43. Stephanie, do you have a Siddur?
I don't have one with
You
me.
don't.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, Cookie and I will read responsibly the Sabbath Psalm, which is Psalm 92. It is good to thank you, O Lord, to sing praises to your exalted name,
To proclaim your love every morning and your faithfulness every night.
to the sound of the 10-string lyre with voice and the music of the harp.
Your works, O Lord, bring me gladness. Of your deeds I sing with joy.
How great are your deeds, O Lord, how profound are your designs.
The simple cannot comprehend, the foolish cannot grasp this.
Though the wicked may thrive like grass and doers of evil seem to flourish,
Their doom is sure to come, for yours is the ultimate triumph.
those who oppose you will perish. The workers of iniquity will be routed.
You have given me extraordinary power. I am like one who has been anointed.
I see the defeat of my foes. I hear the doom of my enemies.
The righteous will flourish like the palm tree. They will thrive like the cedar of Lebanon.
Planted in the house of the Lord, they will flourish in the courts of our God.
Even in old age, they will bear fruit, retaining their vigor and their strength.
Proclaiming that the Lord is just, my rock in whom there is no unrighteousness. As we praise God's greatness and might in the Sabbath Psalm, we look forward with the psalmist to the day when the righteous will flourish, when all of God's children will live in harmony and justice, and when the spirit of Shabbat, symbol of a perfected world, will inspire all human conduct.
Now on page 42, Tzadik Katamar. Tzadik Katamar Yifrach Ke'erez Balanon Yisker Shatuvim Baveit Adonai B'chat Rot Eloheinu Yafrihu Od Yanuvim B'Teseva Darsenim Barananim Yi Lahagid Ki Ashor Adonai Tsuri V'lo Avlataba.
Very Nice. Now we'll move into the Ma'ariv service, the evening service. And I have a reading that I'm going to put up on the screen. Oops, hopefully. A prayer for assembly. I don't know, is that, can you see that?
Nope.
Okay, right.
Is it by Karen Kadar?
Yes.
Because I have that on my computer.
Yeah, but I'm trying, let me just figure this out. Share screen. Okay. Oh, wait. Give me a moment. They were just here and then they lost. Okay, can you see that now?
No.
No.
And Jen, I have a question for you on the prelude to the Barhu. Kihila Kiddushah. What does that mean?
I'm sorry, where?
The Kahila Kadosha, it's, well, Dina could give you the exact.
Dina, can you tell him what the translation is?
I'm busy trying to figure this out.
Kahila Kadosha.
Kehila Kedusha, Kehila is congregation and Kedusha is holy.
Thank you.
So holy congregation.
All right, okay, just give me 1 minute. I'm kind of like lost. Man, I was doing this so well before. Share screen. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, Lonnie, would you and Dina read this responsively? Lonnie, you can begin while I try to figure out the rest of this.
You got it.
There is power in assembly. We have assembled to bear witness to goodness and compassion and to claim a vision of wholeness and peace.
Oh God, grant us peace.
There is power in meeting. When we assemble in holy convocation, we recall the tent of meeting, where God's presence is called upon for guidance and direction.
Oh God, be our guide.
We live in difficult and troubled times. We sing of peace as some move toward war.
May you find the wisdom and determination to fight evil, pursue justice, and seek peace.
There is power in assembly. We meet in prayer to bring hope to a broken world. We call on light to expel the darkness. We ask for guidance as we confront danger.
O God, God of all creation, grant us wisdom, discriminant, courage, and vision. Bless this sacred assembly.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll rise for the Baruch Hu on page 50, if you're able. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. May be seated.
Okay, can you see that? Tell me yes.
Not yet.
Yes or no?
No.
Even though I'm sharing the screen, why is this not sharing? This is so crazy. I have a PowerPoint Oh. Still not?
Yep, there it is.
Oh, all right. Twilight by Rami Shapiro. Let's see. Well, we're just going to keep duplicating so everybody can read. Who has not read? Stephanie, would you like to read this?
I'm sorry, what? I can read that.
Would you like to read what's on the screen, Twilight?
Sure.
Thank you.
Bless the one who spins day into dusk. With wisdom watch the dawn gates open. With understanding let time and seasons come and go. With awe perceive the stars in lawful orbit. Morning dawns, evening darkens. Darkness and light yielding one to the other, yet each distinguished and unique. Marvel at life, strive to know her ways, seek wisdom and truth, the gateways to life's mysteries. Wondrous indeed is the evening twilight.
Thank you. Now, if you'll turn to page 51. Riva Ravine, Lord of night and day. Praised are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, whose word brings on the dusk of evening. Your wisdom opens the gates of dawn. Your understanding regulates time and seasons. The stars above follow their appointed rounds in response to your divine will. You create day and night. You alternate darkness and light. You remove the day and bring on the night. You separate one from the other. We call you Lord of heavenly hosts. You are our living God. May you rule over us as you rule over nature. Praised are you, O Lord, who brings the evening dusk.
And now if you'll turn to page 52 at the top for Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah Mitzvot Chukim Mishpatim Otanu Limadeta Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu B'shachveinu uvekumenu Nosiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam vo'ed ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu Uvahem negeh yamam v'layla v'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch ata Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. And the Shema on page 54, standing or seated as is your custom. And Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levavecha, u'v'chol nafshecha, u'v'chol me'odecha, v'hayu havarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavcha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shiftecha b'veitecha, u'v'leftecha v'derech, Uv'shachbacha uv'kumecha u'kshartam liot ayadecha v'hayu letotafo beinenecha u'chtaptam amazuzot beitecha u'visharecha.
Cookie, can you see the screen, Cookie?
Oh,
Okay, just want to make sure.
actually, I have it.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
Um,
on, Janet.
sorry? Can you see it?
We can see the screen, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, well, Cookie and I will do this responsively.
Okay.
Having heard the one, I know myself commanded with all my heart, love life, feel freely, feel fully, act wisely. With all my mind, love life. Let no opinion make truth taboo. With all my strength, love life. Be in the world with purpose and presence.
Set truth upon your heart and let not the one become lost in the many. Love your hands with compassion, that your deeds be just. Open your eyes to wisdom, that your vision be daring and true.
Set these words upon your doorposts of your house and upon your gates, that your going and your coming in be for peace.
No one will exploit another. For no other shall be separate from the one. But beware, if I follow another path, pursuing gods of narrow desire, who separate one from another in quest of power and control.
And the heavens will rain poison. Creation will fall ill, and I and all will soon disappear from this good earth.
Therefore, I impress these words upon my heart to quell anger. I bind them on my hands to stop violence. I set them before my eyes to see the one who is all as all. Then my days and the days of my kind will endure with generations, passing righteousness and kindness one to the other all the days of the earth. It's really pretty.
Okay, now if you'll turn to page 60.
I think we have to go to 58. Go 54 to 58.
No?
Lamantis karuva asitem ekom mitzvotai kitem kadoshim leloechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher tzati etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Amen. Go ahead, Janet.
Well, we just did And You Shall Love.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so you reversed it.
Michal Mocha on page 60.
There you go.
Okay, guys, sorry. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 mi chamocha ba elena dona mi kamocha neder bakodesh narata hilo o sefela Norata Hilo, Osefela, Malchut Chara Uvanecha, Bokeh Yom Lifnei Moshe, Ze Eli Anu V'Yameru, Adonai Yimloch, Leolam Ba'ed. Adonai Yimoch Leolam Ba'ed. La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la la. I can't wait till we get into the synagogue and everybody can march and dance and play music. I can't wait. Hi, Carol.
We'll need everybody plus a few more to make that possible.
Yes, we
So
will.
we got to encourage people to come out when we do. I think
Okay.
after the holy days, we might try. Our next reading is Live Each Day, the Hashkivenu by Rami Shapiro. May I live each day with fullness of mind, attending to life and all she places before me. Thus will I live without hesitation. Only then can I lie down in peace, having given life my all. Only then can I rise up in anticipation of a new day, knowing I have so much more to give. Let compassion refine my actions, and justice shield me from selfishness. Let my life be a vehicle for grace and mercy, bringing peace and comfort to all in need. May the source of life spread a blanket of peace over me, over my community, and over the world.
It's 8:04. Janet, do you want to try to light candles now?
Sure, I think you're waiting to 8:11, but 8:04 is good.
Well, we can. Okay, let's go ahead and light them. A little early won't help. I mean, won't be bad. So, see if I can get this. I don't know. Can you all see my candles? Can you see them right here?
We can see them.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kishonu b'mitzvotav v'tzivonu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Really good Shabbos. Hi, Carol.
Oh, candle lighting just popped up. It's 8:16. It's candle lighting tonight.
Oh, mine said 8:11. Go figure.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah. My mother always said you can light them earlier. She wouldn't light them later, but my sister lights them anytime during Friday night in case she forgets. So let's see.
8:62. Ufros Solenu.
Okay. Ufros Aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shlomecha, Ufros Aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shlomecha, Yalai lalai, Yalai lalai, Yalai lalai lalai lalai, Yalai lalai, Yalai lalai, Yalai lalai lalai lalai, Ufros Aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shlomecha. And now, page 64 for V'shamru. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam barit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam barit olam. Ki sheshet yomim Asa Adonai, Asa Adonai, et hashamayim v'et haaretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat. Lasot et hashabat ledoratam barit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat b'nafash, Shabbat b'nafash, Shabbat b'nafash, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat. Lasot et hashabat ledoratam barit olam.
Now, one of my favorite readings, Shabbat has kept us alive. A Jew who feels a real tie with the life of our people throughout the generations will find it utterly impossible to think of the existence of the Jew without the Shabbat. One can say without exaggeration that more than the Jew has kept the Shabbat has kept the Jew. Now if you'll turn to page 66 for the Hatzikash.
Are you gonna do the English reading, Modima, not, oh,
Not yet.
okay. Chati Kaddish, page
Yes.
66. Okay, sorry. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba v'yomad yivrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayei v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael b'gala uv'izman kariv v'yimru amen Yehei shmei rabba mevorach Leolam Olmel Maya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach Yitbar Yitroman V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitalel V'yitalal Shemei Dekudesha B'rihu Leila Min Kol Berchata V'shirata Tushbachata V'nechamata Damiram Be'alma V'imoru. Amen.
Next reading is called Modim on Gratitude by Alana Zayman. God, on days when I am unable to feel grateful because my expectations imprison me, because my responsibilities burden me, or because the pain of living consumes me, remind me to be grateful. Grateful for the gift of life, for my soul, my breath, my being. Grateful for my family, my friends, my community, for relationships that heal and nourish. Grateful for the opportunity to learn, to grow, to become, and for the miracles that abound all around me and that ask only to be found. That's so pretty.
That's one of my favorites. And if you'll rise, if you're able, turn to page 69 for the silent Amida. And everybody knows you can use what's in the book or your own words. And when you've completed, you may be seated. On page 77, Sherwin.
Oh, you want to, Cookie, you want to do Shalom Rav first?
Okay, for some reason, I don't have it on my list. I will. On page 74.
Right.
Okay. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon l'cho hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon l'cho hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai hamborei et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Now, as we turn to page 77, so that Sherwin can read, guard my tongue, I remind everybody that Lashon Hara, or gossip, or evil tongue, is one of the most egregious sins that we find in the Torah. In fact, God was so upset with Moses' sister Miriam for speaking up against him that he inflicted her with a form of leprosy. We don't want that to happen to us, so let's guard our tongue. Sherwin, would you like to read?
Lord, guard my tongue from evil and my lips from speaking guile. And to those who slander me, let me give no heed. May my soul be humble and forgiving to all. Open my heart, O Lord, to your sacred law. That your statutes I may know and all your truth pursue. Frustrate the designs of those who seek to do me ill. Speedily defeat their aims and thwart their purposes. For the sake of your glory and your power, for the sake of your holiness and law, that your loved ones may be delivered, O Lord. Answer me and save with your redeeming power. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. O source of peace and harmony in the universe, grant peace to us and to the household of Israel. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Now, if you'll turn to page 80, I asked Martine if you would read the Vayahulu in Hebrew on page 80 and then the top of page 81, and we'll rise for both the readings. If you're able.
Vayahulu hashamayim va'aretz v'chol savam v'elahai Elohim bayom hashvi malato asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi mekom elato asher asa vayarei Elohim et yom hashvi v'kadesh ato kivo shavat mekom elato Asher bara Elohim laso. And on page 81, the heavens and the earth and all within them were finished. By the seventh day, God had completed the work of creation. And so God rested from all this work. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, for on it God ceased all the divine work of creation.
Thank you.
Page 82, remain standing for the repetition of the Amida. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim v'Oretz, Magen Avot Bidvaro, Machaye Metim B'Mamarot, Ha'el HaKadosh She'ein Kamohu, Hameniach Le'amo, B'Yom Shabbat Kadsho, Kivom Ratzah Lehaniach Lahem, Kivom Ratzah Lehaniach Lahem, Lefanav Navod B'Rav Chad, V'nodeh Lishmo B'chol Yom Tamid, Ma'en habrachot, El hahodot, Adon hashalom, Mekadesh hashabbat, U'barei shavit, U'meniach b'kedusha, Le'amei mikdushay oneg, Zecher Lamase Bereshit. You may be seated.
Okay, where am I? I had to take a phone call, unfortunately. Oh, page 85. We were at page 85?
Yes.
Okay. Cookie and I will read responsively, page 85. Shabbat, heritage, holiness, and joy. Our God and God of our ancestors, may our Shabbat rest be acceptable to you.
May your mitzvot lead us to holiness, and may we be among those who devote themselves to your Torah.
May we find contentment in your blessings and joy in your sustaining power.
Purify our hearts to serve you in truth, and help us to enjoy and love and favor the heritage of your holy Shabbat.
May your people Israel, who sanctify your name, find true rest on this day.
Praised are you, O Lord, who sanctifies the Sabbath.
Page 86.
Adi Shalem. Yikadav Yikadav Shemei Rabbah, V'yomah Divrach Yirutei V'yamlech Malchutei B'chayechon V'yomechon V'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael V'agalav Esman Kari V'yimeru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Alol Me'amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpar V'yitroman V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitalev V'yitalal Shmei Kudusha Barichu Le'elam Min Kol Berchata V'shirata Tushbachata V'nechamata Da'amiram V'yoma V'yimru Amen Titkabel Talot Ta'on Uva'u Tahon D'chol Yisrael Kodama Vuhom Divi Shemayim V'yimaru Amen Yehi Shlomo Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael V'yimaru Amen Oseh Shalom B'mramo V'yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael V'yimaru Amen.
At this point in our service, we stop to think about those who are in need of healing, both in mind and in body. And after I read the list that we have this week, I'll ask if there are others that we have to remember. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bring blessing and healing to Jordan Zadwick, Sherry Bora, Maya Cohn, Taryn Dukes, Beverly Ulster, Scott Elster, Howard Weiss, Lori Sherwin, Rivka Yedabela, Yari Abbas, Linda Toborowski, Susan Kind, Robin Friedman, Gina Elster. Are there others to remember? Ruth?
Nancy Perlovich,
Martine?
Becky Shoden,
Lori?
Cynthia Kern, Harold Carlin, and Bethany Webb.
Lonnie?
Colette Grubman, Dawn Heisman and her family.
And Lonnie Gordon and her family.
I have your name.
And Colette, because she's sick too, right? Okay, are there others? Cookie?
Eli Crane and Jacqueline Potvin and Lonnie Gordon again.
Right. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and vigor, granting them spiritual and physical well-being, together with all others who are ill, and may God grant strength to those who tend to them. Though Shabbat is a time to refrain from asking God for help, yet we hope and pray that healing is at hand. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Now if we'll turn to the back of our book for the Mishabara prayer, the beautiful, beautiful prayer by Debbie. Mishabara Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishabara Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Okay. I'm not a patient person. I'm a bottom line person. If you remember the hit show Dragnet, which began on the radio in 1949 and aired on television from 1951 to 1959, you might associate the phrase, "Just the facts, ma'am," with Sergeant Joe Friday. That is me. Just give me the facts. I do not need the superfluous words around the facts, though Sergeant Friday never did say those words. Instead, what he said was, "All we know are the facts, ma'am." Sometimes words are misquoted or taken out of context. It is important not to do that with Torah, because each word is there for a purpose. The Cambridge Dictionary defines the words facts as something that is known to have happened or to exist, especially something for which proof exists or about which there is information. There's plenty of information in Torah's words. When I joined my classmates in Torah study, I am always challenging the Devarim, or words of Torah. I see different interpretations sometimes, but not being a scholar, I must accept the interpretations and commentary of others far smarter than me. I believe that in biblical times, the people had to do the same thing. They had to accept God's words as facts. They had to listen to the words spoken by Moses, inspired by God, and accept them as fact. We learn in Bet Canaan that the people actually heard God's voice when he spoke the first commandment. It was so shocking to them that they died and their souls left their bodies. But God returned their souls and they were revived. But then God spoke the second commandment and the same thing happened. The people were too afraid to hear God's voice again. After that, Moses was the one who communicated the words that God spoke to him, and the people only heard Moses' voice. He was the intermediary who then transmitted the most important words that govern our lives, what we refer to as the 10 Commandments, although the 10 Statements is more accurate. The Shabbat on which Parsha Ve'et Canaan is read is called Shabbat Nachamu, the Sabbath of Comfort, which begins the 7-week count until Rosh Hashanah. This is taken from the first lines of the Haftarah read tomorrow, Isaiah chapter 40, verses 1 through 26, and begins, "Comfort, O comfort my people, says your God." Shabbat Nachamu is the first Shabbat following Tisha B'Av, the 9th day of the month of Av, the day commemorating the destruction of the first and second temples in Jerusalem. The reading describes how the Israelites would sin and be banished from the land of Israel. The last and 5th book of Torah, Deuteronomy, is not the end of our reading the Torah scroll, nor is it the sadness of Moses' death, but the beginning of the history of the now free Jewish people. We are about to go from slavery to a society of freedom. We are a people who must establish and follow codes of law, a new morality, a people who will establish a profound commitment to the God who made our freedom possible, a commitment that would last more than 3,500 years. The Canaan, which means, "and I pleaded," is the recounting of Moses imploring God to let him enter the promised land. Quote, "O eternal God, you who let your servant see the first works of your greatness and your mighty hand, you whose powerful deeds no God in heaven or on earth can equal, let me, I pray, cross over and see the good land on the other side of the Jordan, that good hill country and Lebanon," end quote. But we know that his wish is not granted. God forbids Moses to enter the land that he can see from afar. Moses now must instruct the people he has led for more than 40 years to follow Joshua on their final journey. There were new generations of people who were not there at Mount Sinai and to witness God's powerful words, but they trudged along with the others, obeying Moses' commands anyway. The first generation who left Egypt had all perished, and Moses must teach and stress to the Israelites the importance of following the commandments and all the teachings of Torah. He warns them of the horrible events that would happen if they did not. I oftentimes would read the last page of a book because I was too anxious to know the ending. The suspense would be too much for me to wait until the final page was turned. Moses must have been curious too, wondering if these people could follow the rules that he brought down from the mountain. He had no last page to turn, although he predicted that there would be future generations that would turn away from God and worship idols and be scattered throughout the land. But he also predicted that they would eventually return to God. Even today, that is the case with some Jews. Sometimes one must lose or stray from something very valuable to know its worth, and sometimes even they return. When God spoke to Moses of the Jewish people, God did not imply just those at Mount Sinai. The Midrash teaches that not only the Jews present, but all the Jews to come, those born Jewish and those who would choose Judaism, were also there to hear those words. There at Mount Sinai, the entire history of the Jewish people, our future, was laid out. But there were rules to follow. Both the 10 Commandments and the Shema were received, giving the people the blueprints for living a strong moral and ethical life. According to Judaism 101, the Shema is one of only 2 prayers that are specifically commanded in Torah. The other is Birkat Hamazon, grace after meals. It is the oldest fixed daily prayer in Judaism, recited morning and night since ancient times. It consists of 3 biblical passages, 2 of which specifically say to speak of these things, quote, when you lie down and when you rise up, end quote. This commandment is fulfilled by including the Shema in the liturgy for Ma'ariv, the evening service, and Shacharit, the morning service. The 10 Commandments appears 2 times in the Torah, but not the same way. The first time is in Exodus, when we were at the beginning of our journey, when the 4th commandment says, remember, Zachor Shabbat. Quote, God made heaven and earth in 6 days and rested on the 7th day. Remember the 7th day and keep it holy, end quote. This is the introduction of Shabbat and the importance of resting as God did. If God rested on the 7th day, then so should we. Whatever rest means to you, you should refrain from the ordinary that you do during the week and find something revitalizing, spiritual, or relaxing to prepare you for the week ahead. But in Deuteronomy, we are reminded to observe Shabbat. The 4th commandment says, observe, Shamor, Shabbat. Remember that we were slaves in Egypt and God freed us. While this seems like a subtle difference, the meaning is well intended. We must not only remember what God did for us, but we must make Shabbat different from other days. Observance means to actively acknowledge, to keep, or obey. To appreciate our freedom, we should actively observe the rituals that set us and the day of rest apart from others, whether lighting Shabbat candles, making Kiddush, or attending services. Remembering who we are is important. Remembering what God did for us is important. Observing the day in a way that makes it different from the others honors the commandment. Zachor and Shamor, remember and observe. Remember Shabbat and all that God created and observe it in a way that makes it holy. Each time I write a Devar Torah, it saddens me to think of Moses and his life ending without him being allowed to enter the land of milk and honey. He was a dutiful servant who was given an awesome task of leading this vast group of people to their freedom. Like any good parent, Moses gave his children the rules to follow. In this parsha, they are almost there, and Moses carefully explains all that is allowed and all that is not, and his job is now done. Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, Janet, I gotta tell you,
Awesome.
that was truly brilliant. And
I
Janet
copied yours from this morning.
Janet knows I'm giving it a Devar Torah tomorrow morning. And in all seriousness, Janet, mine pales to what you just delivered.
No,
Well
yours is
done.
wonderful. It's wonderful. It's really wonderful. Read it
Nicely
just
done.
the way we talked about it this morning. It's great.
I wish I could read yours.
Yours is great. Trust me. Okay. Page 2, turn to page 118 for the Elena.
And rise if you're able. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'matei gedula le'otzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kagoyei haratzot, v'lo samanu kamishpachot adoma, shelo sam chalkenu kohem, v'gor aleinu kachol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, She'unot HaShamayim V'Hosei Loretz, Moshe V'Yakaro B'Shamayim Mima'al, Ushkino Tuzo, V'Gov Hei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Einod, Emet Malkeinu Efezulato, Kakatu V'Torato, V'Yadatayom V'Hashevoto Elevavecha, Ki Adonai Hu HaElohim, Bashamayim mima v'aretz mitachai enod. Kakatu v'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam v'ed v'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. You may be seated.
Do we have any announcements for this coming week? Anything going on, sister? And of course, don't forget to send in your Rosh Hashanah New Year card to sister. That goes to Karen, right? Lonnie, does that sister do anything? Did she leave us? Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so, right?
I would
now.
like to remind everyone that if you have not submitted your fair share, please do so that we don't have to keep coming after you. It's as simple as a phone call to the office and letting Teresa know what you'd like to do. We still have like 30 people that have not made their commitment, and that's disappointing. So call her on Monday.
And services tomorrow at 10 o'clock if you've registered, and then Torah study at 10:30 on Monday. And we just need to do the Kaddish.
Okay, and then the other thing I would ask you, since this is a fairly, well, it's a different service than we've done, send us an email or something, just let us know, critique it for us and let us know what you missed, what you liked, what you didn't like, whatever, so that we're doing services again in 2 weeks. So we can tweak the service so that you can all enjoy it. It's really important. Bob?
Yeah, Janet, Sherry sent out a link a couple of days ago about a conversation with two rabbis. And basically it's about American Jewry versus Israeli Jewry and more some. It's about 50 minutes long, but I'll tell you what, it is really worth listening to.
Is it on Mighty Networks?
It's, she
Lori
sent
saying
out a
this.
thing about,
If
It's
you
on
guys
Mighty
come into
Networks.
our network, there's a link.
Okay.
yeah,
Hey, I'd like to comment on that, Bob. I disagree with you. This is what came from 40 years ago in Israel, a movement called Shalom Achshav, peace now, and this anti-Semitic philosophy. And I sent a message to Sherry telling her I felt that way about it.
I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it.
Yeah, I kind of saw the link, but I never got back to look at it.
it was good to hear your opinion, Sherwin. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, we should all go and look at the link so we can learn for ourselves, how we feel about it. And then, of course, voice our opinion if it's differing or even if it's supportive. I think it's important to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, if there's nothing else,
We need to do the
page
Your
490. Cookie and I have a reading of 490.
no, I have to do the York sites first.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Tonight, we remember the recent passing of Rabbi David Kaplan, who was the brother of Marion Feld, Paul Lazovic, uncle of Martine Thomas, Barbara Fagioni, grandmother of Puck Glass. And today we observe the York sites of Edward Posnock, son of Jean and Christine Posnock. Harvey Gordon, grandfather of Lonnie Aldaba, Lenny Walkholder, grandfather of Judy Clark, Sylvia Green, mother of Phyllis Weiner, or Weiner, I'm not sure how she pronounced it, of blessed memory, Leo Grossman, father of Sina Stevens, and Frank Weiner, husband of Lily Weiner. Israel Goldberg, father of Stuart Goldberg. Russell David Krieger, son of James and Melanie Krieger. Ellie Strickland, sister of Steve Weiss. Reuben Blumberg, father of Elliot Blumberg. Max Minton, father of Michelle Rothschild. Is there anybody that I missed or anybody else that's observing a yahrzeit? If you were observing a yahrzeit, please rise. Page 124. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Yoma Divrach Yute. V'yom Lich Malchute. B'chaye Chon v'yom Echon v'chaye D'chol Beit Yisrael. V'galav Isman Kari v'yamru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Li'olam U'Lamei Omaya. Yit Borach v'yishtabach v'yit Poar v'yit Roman v'yit Naseh. V'yit Adar v'yit Alev v'yit Alal Shemei D'Kedusha B'rihu. La'elah min kol berchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Da'amiron b'yalma v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya. B'chaim Olenu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mamav, Uya aseh shalom. Olenu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen.
Sorry, I hijacked that.
That's okay. We did it.
Yes,
It's a little hard to, was a little hard to read tonight.
yes,
From Frank.
it's surreal.
Yep.
Okay, well now,
Page 490.
page 490. Eternal God, in whose name we have gathered, lift our thoughts that we may renew our minds.
I haven't gotten there yet.
The bottom of 490.
Oh, gosh. And lead us to a sense of your presence that we may restore our souls.
As we conclude our worship, we thank you, O Lord, for our hallowed memories and for our abiding hopes.
Help us to show that we are truly your children by giving ourselves faithfully to your tasks.
Help us to convert our convictions into conduct, to narrow the gap between our principles and our practices.
Keep us from seeking excuses for our shortcomings and help us to heal any wounds we may inflict.
Help us to carry our successes with humility and to face our disappointments with courage and faith.
Keep us from the pride that blinds the mind and from the anger that hardens the heart.
Make us loyal to our convictions in the face of falsehood, but help us to speak the truth in love.
May the prayers we have offered here today draw us closer to your teachings, to each other, and to you. Amen.
Amen.
And good Shabbos, everyone.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad we had a minion. Carol, thanks for joining. Brenda, where'd you go? She disappeared.
She's been on and off.
Yeah.
Y'all did a wonderful job. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have a good safe.
feel
healthy
better,
week.
Lonnie.
Lonnie feel better.
Thank
If you
you.
need anything, let us know.
Roy made
Hey, and
my
Sherwood,
call
I
tonight,
really
so
did
I'm doing
appreciate
good.
hearing your opinion. Seriously, because it helps me rethink what I saw and heard.
Very unhappy with Shalom Achshav. It gives the Arabs a hand up on the Jews, and that's not something that we need any more of now.
Yeah. And I guess I really appreciated from my perspective because it's issues that I'd never even thought of or heard of. So maybe it just ignited that appreciation for hearing something that without that video I would never heard or seen. Yeah. Yeah, Lonnie, you feel better.
Oh, tell Roy his matzo ball soup will make you feel better.
Yes. Colette and I had 2 bowls.
Good.
Good job, both of you.
All right, good
And
night,
Janet,
everybody.
your Devar Torah was excellent.
Oh, thank you.
It
thank you.
always is.
Yeah.
I tried to get Stuart to ask Janet to do a Devar Torah for Saturday, the end
I
of the
am
month.
next week. Next week I am actually doing it.
But
I
they're-
can't believe I said yes.
good.
Oh, no.
I am
Yeah.
No,
so
I'm really gonna
glad.
be nervous. No, I'll really be nervous. Because
You-
Yeah.
my group, my Friday night group, you're my group. I'm comfortable with you, but now having to go, oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
you know what, you're not only that, but you have a good voice. You need to do some more singing, Janet.
Oh, you know what? I can't sing sitting down. For some
It's
reason,
hot.
I can't
Yeah,
sing sitting
yeah.
down. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also,
I
I'm
can't.
extremely nervous. So,
I've
And
never
I
heard of
have
that.
to follow, and I have to follow, and I have bad light in here. And so I kept getting a shadow on my book, and I kept moving it to get to the lights. Because even though I know the prayers, if I can't follow along, I mess up. So, oh
you know
well.
what? I think nobody's really going to complain because otherwise they'll
Yeah.
have. So,
Y'all
you know,
did great.
Yeah.
I loved
they
it.
get what they get. They get what they get. But,
Yeah. And Janet, that's the 31st that you're going to do the Devar Torah.
next Saturday, a week from tomorrow.
Yeah. I won't be there because
Bob won't be there
I've
either.
well, actually, I was supposed to go to an anniversary party for Howard and Jan Weiss, and now with Howard, they're not going to have it. He can't travel just yet. So
Yeah, Lonnie just made a good point. Stop the recording.
I can't.
we can't. We don't know
We don't know
how.
how to, we don't know how to stop it.
Yeah.
We used to
I'll
have
have
a
to
button
talk
up there
to
to stop.
Stuart about that Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
All right, guys. Good night. I'm out of here. Signing off.
Okay, I am too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut everybody out.